Today we are assembled here on the tervi of my beloved parents who left us on 26th of April 2021. They were both exceptional people who encapsulated the highest ideals. My father was a man of strong convictions and of great courage, and his deep spiritual immersion at the feet of the Lord and his Guru was something like witnessing divinity itself. I remember after he retired, him telling me about the surgical strike which he commanded against the insurgents and destroyed their entire base, but how a lot of Jawans lost their lives, and one amongst them was Major Bajwa, who was very close to him. This left a deep impact on his mind, and he prayed to Ma every night to give him a chance to fight against the enemy and defend the nation at the battlefront, which he got again during the war, in Indo-Pak War of 1971, wherein he led his troops of 17th Kamau valiantly into a battle that is now recorded in the annals of history as the bloodiest battles ever fought. The Battle of Bhadhuria is now a heroic saga enshrined in our history. My father was my spiritual guide, but also at the same time, he was a very dear friend. I could go to him and speak to him about anything. He opened up a world of books for me, world of knowledge, and painstakingly, he would underline pages after pages for me to read so that I could imbibe and maybe reflect upon them later. He encouraged in me a free spirit, unbound by any conventions, and gave me the strength to go forward without fear. That's what my father was all about. During the tragic helicopter crash of my husband, it was my parents who stood by me like implacable rocks. It was them who gave me the strength to carry on and to go through all the travails that followed. Their strength allowed me to hold on and later to live my life in gratefulness and in service. My mother was a beautiful woman. No words are enough for her. She was the epitome of grace and gentleness. She had an innate strength of character which was absolutely amazing. Aati, as she called my father, was the core of her life. And her love and care and devotion for my father was something that only legends are made of. Once, I remember as a little child, I heard her telling my father how difficult it is for her to bring up 3 children on her own. And my father replied that, look at me, I'm bringing up thousands of Jawans who are like my children, when he was raising the 31st Kamau. After that, my mother never said this again. That was the kind of bonding they had. They had a deep spiritual bonding, which was absolutely unheard of. She loved flowers. She was a vibrant woman. She had such a zest for life, which was absolutely beautiful to witness. And my father, Taruji, like he called her, she was his light and celebration of his life. And he told her a few years back that he would not leave her behind to grieve for him. And the God Almighty granted it to them, granted the eternal bliss to both of them. And as my friend Rama messaged me, I quote, Kiran, both you and I are romantics, but the greatest love story played out in your own house. Going on the same pyre, mingled ashes, brought tears of joy, tears of wonder. When the loss doesn't hurt so much, write a book on them. Thank you so much, Rama, for such beautiful words. We were brought up by them on tales of valor, of historical legends, of Bhakti saints and recitations of Sri Bhagavad Gita and Amritvani. In fact, they gave us such a wide spectrum and molded our minds spiritually in a way which is, I think, the greatest gift of all that they have left for us. Today, in the end, I would like to say that they taught us to live with honor, with humility, with decency, and with empathy, and with a deep spiritual understanding of the meaning of life. When thousands of people are dying and loved ones are grieving, there are no beds, there are long queues for beds, for oxygen cylinders, and for crematoriums even. My heart grieves for them, and we all today stand with them in their solidarity and grief. I would like to thank with my deepest gratitude, General Shashank Mishra and my entire family of the 17th Kamau, who made it possible to bid both my parents such a beautiful and somber final adieu. आप सबका तहे दिल से मैं बहुत धन्यवाद करती हूँ. आप मेरे परिवार हैं और आपसे मुझे बहुत ऊर्जा और शक्ति मिलती है. भगवान आपके घरों के अंदर मंगल करे, कल्याण करे. सर्वशक्तिमते परमात्मने श्री रामाय नमः. राम नाम मुद मंगलकारी, विघ्न हरे सब पातक हारे.